If I had to try and think of a word that would epitomize Father Manno, would be love. He didn't care what your status was in life, whether you're a corporate executive or some down and outer on the street. He loved people.
Joy is something we can have even when we're not happy. And I think our faith makes us feel joyful because there's more than tragedy. We always have hope. We believe in eternal life. We believe in the goodness of humanity. And that's one of the things you feel, that there's a joy among the people that comes out. And I think you begin to feel that.
Father Manno had several loves, his dog and his bike, Fred. Up until it got to the point physically they could no longer ride, he just was on that bike all the time. He absolutely loved it. Any ride that came out or function, he would ride Fred.
I did shifts at Ground Zero. I just had to go. And I was just recuperating from surgery, and I had just gotten off a walker, in fact, and in I went. I think it was the idea of what we call the sacrament of presence, just being present to them. I think in situations like that, it's not what can I do for you, it's what can I be for you, and just being present. The enormity of the tragedy, you can't even grasp, but yet the resiliency of having to go on and do what you could with it. It was a few days after Ground Zero, maybe not even 24, that the original men were inspired in our city, and women to do a ride. The first, I think it was maybe 50 to 70 bikers, the day after the towers, went around Williamsport with their fists clenched and their flags. It was a uniting, and that's what you feel is the unity. Plus, just being on the road and just driving through those people on either side. It's just it's not just the unity of the bikers, it's the unity of America, it's the unity of this area in which we call home.
The ride for him was the ability to tie together his passion for motorcycling and the passion for people and for our nation, of epitomizing that, the stand that we take was for freedom, and for the people that, willingly risk their lives for that freedom, whether it's a fireman, EMT, police, veteran, whatever. Individuals that daily are willing to lay their life on the line for the good of others, which is what Christ stands for. So that was, to me, sort of the genre, the epitome of what Father Manno was all about. When we had the processional today, they asked us to be part of it because it was part of the coalition. We wanted some way to tie it in together, because thousands of people were at that funeral today, and for the last couple of days of going to see and the viewing, etc. And it cut across the entire genre of Williamsport and the surrounding area, and they came to show their respect. And for the biker community, the way that we decided to do it was by taking the thing he loved most, Fred, and putting it on a trailer. And it's symbolic to have a trailer like that, or a bike with no rider, to show the loss and mourning the one that would ride it. And it was a way of sort of commemorating to him and his memory that Fred was a very integral part of it. When I looked back in my mirror and saw Fred back there, and Father John wasn't on it, that was very touching, because after 18 years plus of seeing him back there one way or the other, it just sorely missed. But we were there to honor him, his memory, and I think it came off. We could not have asked for a more perfect day. God really smiled on everyone, and it was just perfect.
And those are the things that we think about human life and human ideals and the sacredness of life, and how we have to stick together and be empathetic toward other people, as our brothers and sisters did in the final moments of the plane at Shanksville. Let's have the spirit they do.
Let's roll! Let's roll! Let's roll!